Yeah. What
Oh
time
baby,
frame,
are we ever hot?
yeah,
Yes,
what
sir.
time
Yes, sir, we are. Did anybody shill us across the internet? Don't
I'm
let
doing it
Andrew
right
do it,
now.
because he will tag you and everything, and it's fucking annoying.
Well, hey,
I'll
I warn
do,
you every single time.
I'll do the Facebook one. I'll do the Facebook
All
one.
right, all right.
I'll do the Facebook
I'm
one.
not shilling
I'll do the
shit.
Facebook
I'm out of the
Somehow
group.
Levi is managing to not be tagged in any of these, and I don't understand how.
I hate it. I hate it here. He's
Alliteration.
untaggable, dude.
Yeah, there we go. I fixed it.
Bro, I'm a Racerhead, man. The media, they can't get me, bro.
They just can't
They
get to
can't
him.
me. I'm not famous.
He's on.
I have decided I'm going to keep copying and pasting the same message, but adding again each time. So now it's come watch the boyos again. So
I love that song. That's the first opening of FMA. Yeah.
Yeah.
Phil, I know
All
you
right,
don't like
Jose,
peanut butter whiskey,
we
by
are
the way.
live.
You got it. Bye-bye.
Peanut butter whiskey is fucking gross.
It's actually pretty good in ginger ale, though.
You're disgusting. You disgust me.
Guys, do we have a habit headgear emote yet?
Tam has one.
Yes, Dick Flexum. Oh wait, no, that's just Tamron. Tam Flex.
Oh hell yeah, Tam Flex. Let's go. Oh, I'm not sub to Tam. Just
Tam
I
Flex is an easy cop.
I asked Bromley to put it in the thing, and he's like, "There's a server for it," and I went, "I'm in on Twitch, but I sure, man, I'll just put it. I'll just make sure. I need to make sure that Richard Flexum is
yeah. We gotta get this just desserts, baby.
Bromley expecting us boomers to know how Discord emotes and servers work is crazy.
Bromley's fucking servers have 700 groups. Every single one of them, 85,000 groups apiece.
Yeah, dude. Discord gives me so much anxiety, man. I don't know how people do it.
I think his store Discord, though, like, when you join, it specifically asks you what you give a shit about, and it then shows you that. Or at least he had that happen at the beginning. I don't know if that's still the case.
You are a mod, and so you have permission on all.
Yeah, I see fucking everything.
You got it all, baby.
I see absolute everything.
Can't hide from the Phil Birch.
I cannot hide. Well, fuck that, dude. I can't hide from Bromley's overrun of fucking channels, dude.
Yeah, dude. I literally, if I open up a Discord server and there's more than like 5 channels, I'm like overwhelmed. Someone told me that I need to do the thing that Tam does and make like a channel for every character card in my server, and I'm like, I would rather jump off a building. I won't do it. It won't happen. I would never.
The good news is you can always close them down and it looks more manageable. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. I'm with you,
One
Levi.
thing I appreciate about Tam's channels, though, is that he doesn't put emotes in the channel name. I don't know why. That really triggers me. It bothers me. The Lorcana server has a bunch of emotes in the channel names, and I hate it.
I really like one emote per channel name, but only if you have like a small, reasonable amount of channels, right? If you have like 60 channels and they all have an emote, I'm literally so overwhelmed right now.
Yeah, there's too much going on.
I'm just a boomer, man. I can't do it.
Well, however, everybody trickling in. What's going on,
guys?
Got some
tricklers.
We got some tricklers. We're trickling in. We're, just waiting, giving you guys a little bit of time to come and enjoy our presence while we, wax poetic about Discord and hating women and
Richard Flexum.
Richard Flexum. All the great categories of the channel. Yeah.
It was so funny going to locals last night and the whole night just being nothing but Richard Flexum jokes. I was like, this is a staple of the community now. I love it.
It's a pillar. It's a beacon, really. I mean,
if there's ever like an MHA CCG iceberg, this will be a part of it. This will be a segment.
It's got to be. I mean, it's like the peak. It's the tippy top.
If you know the bare minimum about the lore, you know about Richard Flexum.
I like how Richard Flexum has like immediately reached like grape daddy status in like a week.
This memes are going to be spicy. I hope they're all Richard Flexum memes.
We got it like runs in waves. It's sick because I'm not doing joint people together. I'm doing the timeline. So whatever one's first, that's the one that's first, and it flows down. So you actually get to like see where the conversation like ebbs and flows of like what happened in the week. It's kind of cool.
You can see the exact moment where Richard Flexum took over everything
Instantly.
Because you're gonna get the ones that clearly just didn't cut the deadline, and you're like, oh, those are last week's memes. Old news, but they wanted to give it a whirl, and then it's gonna be like, this guy looks like a penis for like 7 memes, and then it's gonna jump back into the community and all the. I don't even know what. I couldn't even tell you what is going on in the community. I actually literally could not.
Oh, you also have chair memes.
Chair memes.
I think
Chair
everyone's
streams,
kind of,
chair memes.
I think everyone's just kind of taking a nap, right? Because we have like what? We have one online regional and one online provisional, and then the in-person Rochester provisional, and those are the only ones left in this format. After that, like we not only have set 3 format, but also like the relevant event. Right?
Yeah,
we might wake up tomorrow and the regional's on a different day again.
Yeah,
so
who knows when the regional
We might wake up tomorrow and Nationals gets changed, guys. Who knows?
Nationals gets changed.
Yeah, honestly, if National gets changed, I'm gonna come down to Texas. I don't know where you live in Texas, Levi, but I guess we're gonna hang out.
Yeah, me and Phil are gonna be in Dallas.
We're gonna be in Dallas. We got it all booked.
Yeah.
We'll have our own.
Yeah, well, just like I will personally just like pay for like the 2-hour bus trip. Everyone that went to Dallas for Nats, I'll bring you guys down to Austin, and we'll just hold our own. We'll hold the alliteration gaming provisionals.
Yeah, I'm in. We'll just hold the alliteration. Yeah.
Everyone will get signed Levi 1 dot cards for winning. You get a champion stamped Levi 1 dot.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Dark Levi.
Because I think you could just go and make those if you wanted, because like who gives a shit, right?
I can.
As long as you don't sell them. As long as you don't sell them, they're for parody use.
I don't have to sit here and beg of Spira to give me an honorary staff card, even though I've casted 19 events.
I don't have to sit. Well, fuck it, dude. It could be worse. You could be sitting here begging a Spira to send you the shit he owes you, like everybody else in the community.
19? Actually?
No, not actually 19,
motherfucker.
I think it's 7.
Okay.
I think Levi are getting pretty close to being either even or like at the same number because I've done.
I think I did 2 onlines and then 5 RLEs in person. Vegas,
4.
Origins, Gen Con, Pasadena. Okay, yeah, 4.
Oh, you did Pasadena also. That's right.
You didn't do Pasadena, did you?
Not Pasadena.
You did
Orlando. I was like, that was me.
Orlando.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, Pasadena. Maybe you did do 5. I forgot all about Pasadena.
Yeah.
I didn't go to it.
Pasadena is the only in person that I didn't do.
True. I did
They broke my streak.
1, but good news is when Tamron goes 5-3 at these events, I'm available for day 2 now because they just don't even they look at his Spirit said, new phone, who dis? Lost my number, dude. Cut me out. He's getting the world's number 2 player though, and that's pretty good. Or is he 3? Where's he at?
He's number 2.
When, Phil? You're not even gonna give me an if? Not even gonna give me an if?
No. Well, it's 5-3 if it's an 8-round event. We all know that. But hear me out. Nationals online, probably 9 rounds.
It's impossible to go 5-3.
It's impossible. That's what I'm saying. Or a 7-round event.
I did say Pasadena was in the bag because it wasn't 8 rounds, and then I got as close to 5-3 as possible. So.
Yeah, that 9-round event's gonna make that 6-2-1 17th real heartbreaking.
Truly.
Super heartbreaking.
Truly.
Yeah, ties are lame. They're very lame.
Ties are lame. I agree. So did you get? Were you 4-1-2?
No, I was 4-2-1.
Okay, because 4-1-2 is the closest you can go to 5-3 in a 7-round event.
Yeah.
You
Pretty
can
close.
go 5-3 drop.
That's
And I think if you're 5-3 going into round 9, you have to drop legally.
Yeah, you
have a
actually
brand to
aren't. You
maintain.
you
I'll
have
make
a
it a
brand
sub-goal.
to maintain.
I'll make it a sub goal. Hit me with a fat 50 subs and I'll do it.
Wait
I'll
for
go
Tam
5-3
tops
on
with
purpose.
Deku 1 Cardwell. I had
No shot.
this new gentleman show up to our locals on Sunday
Oh boy.
that I had not seen before. Nice guy, super nice guy. Showed up with a fucking this big ultimate guard like box full of ultimate guard deck boxes. So it was just like, all right, this guy has a brand to maintain. All the same color. One of those decks was Deku 1. And I was like, Tamron likes him, you know? He's better than Deku 2. I'm on brand with it. I'm with you, Tam. Way better than Deku 2. Deku 2 sucks, wiener.
Deku 2 sucks wiener. You heard it here first.
That's a fucking poo-poo garbage character.
Agreed. Why would I discard my hand for 1/3? Or why would I discard one card for 1/3 when I can discard one card for +10?
What do we got there?
damage?
Is that Black
Uh,
Scorpion?
It's the faction pack, the Cosmic Crusaders, dude.
Oh, dude, that's where Uranus comes from.
Yeah, that's where Uranus is at.
That's where that's at.
He's a
That's
daddy.
All right,
He's
guys.
daddy.
We have waited for some trickling. We are fucking around enough. It's getting divergent. Welcome to another episode of Brewing with the Boys. I'm Phil Birch. We got Levi, Tamron, and Andrew. And yeah, we're gonna fucking we're gonna stick it together. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna mold some pieces. It's gonna be sick. It's just gonna be tough because there's nothing to talk about. But last week we made mountains out of molehills and talked about a whole bunch of fun shit. So let's get back to it, man.
Our Lord and Savior, Richard Flexum.
Yeah, we can.
I think this will be a fun recurring segment to get our juices flowing. How's your guys' week in My Hero? It's been 7 days since we talked to each other. What have you What have you done? What have you seen? What have you whatever? You I don't know when Bromley is cutting this, if he's even cutting this, for YouTube. Like the podcast just started and you just talked about a local at Deku with Deku 1. Any other cool fun epiphanies that you've had?
I have been trying my hardest not to kill all of my locals every single week with Kirishima 2. So this week I played Todoroki 1 at both my Sunday and Monday local. Had a lot of fun. We are kind of in a downswing right now because a lot of people are waiting for set 3 because they're tired of set 2, just like me and the rest of the community, right? But like I said, we did have the new guy. That was super cool. And we got some people trying out some new stuff, and we are, like squaring away for provisional stuff, getting like a store provisional. I believe we've worked on that at some point. Like that might be a for sure thing that's happening. I don't really know how that works. And then also, pre-release is coming up. So, just pretty good so far, I guess. Apparently, I left the Discord at some point, or the Facebook group at some point, and I just got back into it. So, I mean, that probably happened this week too, because I just don't remember it happening. So, that's been my week.
That'd be awesome to be Phil Birch, huh?
That's been my week, man.
Yeah, I had a very nice week in MHA. We had our Monday locals last night, and then last night and the week before, we have actually started gaining a bunch of new players. We had like 3 new people last week, and then last night we had like 2 new people, and the 3 new people from the week before showed up again. So that was very cool, especially because since kind of coming here and trying to expand the Austin community, it has not been a very fruitful effort since I moved down here. So it's been really nice to finally see some of that paying off. And then aside from that, I mean, nothing too crazy. A nice little combination of like set 3 theory crafting, first draft, stuff like that. We've been talking a lot about that with my local boys. And then in our Monday locals last night, we won with Eraserhead, so that was very gaming. Very good time. Yeah, finally figured out what to play over Unwavering Slash. Unironically, it is the bow strike. It is the bow staff.
Nathan DeWalt stocks going up, baby.
Yeah, dude. My brother from another mother, man. Also double blade slash. That card's pog.
And you're not playing Dropkick Slicer?
Don't know what
that's
that
got a low
is.
block as well.
It does have a low block, but it also
what
has
the fuck
way
is
better low
double
block.
blade slash?
It's got a
What
pretty.
is that?
It's the
You
5
just-
speed stain attack with stun.
Oh,
Yeah, the five
no! You can't even use both effects.
It's okay. It's okay. It just needs to. It just needs to say. Listen, the card reads: play this. Your rival loses 3 health. Then you build 4 pets.
Oh,
That's what it says.
Oh no!
Wow.
That is what the card says, and it's very, very, very nice. It's a poke, man. It's a poke. Okay. Some poke, bro.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, you got to poke what you got to poke with. I respect that. Yeah. It's. Woo.
I'm just trying to get it in. I'm just trying to get it in good, man.
I'm
But it's
hurt.
okay.
I'm hurting.
Set 3 eraser. We're gonna be real. We're gonna be real. I did actually say, yeah, I played Rascally in the chat. And he was playing fourth kind, and he was playing the Bonds of Friendship, and it made me very sad. We had a dance of I'll flip Bonds of Friendship, make it a 0 damage move. I'll commit Box of Babies for 1/1. I'll defrost and make it 0 damage again. And then I said, okay, I'll allow it.
You win this time.
We had a
You did
nice
get
little
more
dance.
speed off of that defrosting though. That was the fastest 0
True,
damage move.
that
of all
was
time.
Double blade
That was
slash. Yeah.
Ooh.
actually 8-speed move for 0.
10.
10 speed move for 0. Eraserhead.
It was fast as hell.
Stocks going up, baby. Stocks going
was
up.
awesome. And you know what? You know what the best part is? If I'd have night watched that defrosting, I would have won that turn too. I ended up 1 damage shy. But
Wow.
No.
we live and we learn. We live and we learn.
True. You never really think you're gonna need to night watch defrosting until it's right in front of you, huh?
Until
You
you're
never-
until you're 6
And
attacks
think
in.
about if you had night watched the Bonds of Friendship, then you would have won by 2.
True. That was
Overkill.
That was actually
Overkill.
the play. But it's okay. In set 3 we get like good weapon cards, and we don't have to
Yeah.
do
Set 3 is looking dope and exciting. So
Yeah, I've got
we can all agree with that.
got my first drafts of Stain 2 and Eraser ready, and I'm very excited to play them. And Shiggy 2. I'm gonna mess around with Shiggy 2 as well. Things are gonna get wild.
I have so
Love
much
it.
shit I want to do in
Andrew, you're weak in My Hero Academia. What's going on over there, Andrew? How are your locals, buddy?
My locals are all right. I played the Oops All Might 4 deck, and I also played with like the Gen Con All Mights, and I also played with Smash Might. So I played the list I posted in Tam's Discord, not correct. I played 8 foundations, and then I played 23
funny.
All Mights, and then I played 19 attacks and go for the win.
Oh my god!
And the goal is you just mulligan so you can build 1 on turn 1 and then hope you check 6s. And if you don't check 6s, you die. And then I learned my locals are cringe, and one of them put 4+ ultras in his set 2 decks because he knew I was playing a Detroit Smash deck. So, I learned
metagamed your
Yes.
shit might deck?
Yes, he
oh
metagamed-
my god.
my
Your
awful All Might
locals
deck.
are cringe!
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I streamed at like 4 in the morning because I was setting up a bunch of overlay stuff that I had done that I was like, so I could do the unfun stuff better. And one of them was there. And then apparently told someone, it didn't help that I went into our group chat and said, Creed doesn't know how to build this deck because True Form is his favorite character. And so the Creed then put plus ultras into his fucking deck.
Oh, okay. Actually, that was your fault.
Deserved.
Yeah, that one was your fucking
Instantly
fault, man.
flipped. Me and Creed, best friends.
Yeah,
now.
I changed my mind. That one's your fault.
I left out that key detail. Other than that, I took like a 3-day hiatus from all things Jasco games related because I got very irritated in several aspects. I kind of talked about it with Phil and Tam, but because I do the retail, because I work for a store and I manage the TCGs and I play the game and I make content, I kind of get hit by all angles whenever Jasco does something. So sometimes things that bother me as a retailer don't bother me as a player, but sometimes things that bother me as a player don't bother me as a retailer, and like vice versa. And I had a lot of things happen at once. So I was like, I'm going to say something very mean if I don't remove myself from the situation because I was getting very frustrated. So, yeah.
Cameron,
my week's been.
how's your locals, buddy? How's your My
Kind
Hero
of.
Academia? You're the most active of all of us.
I haven't been very active, honestly. I've been.
Cameron plays. Levi, Cameron streams 8 days a week. You looked at me like I was wrong. He's always live. Even when he's not live, he's live.
That's not locals. That's not locals.
True. He said week in MHA.
I went to the Unfun locals. Those are my locals. I played at Unfun Fridays.
God, I
I
wish I could play those. I wish I could
don't
play those.
even remember what I fucking played.
So The Unfun Fridays, by the way, had like 30 people.
Right.
On last
Yeah,
night.
they're freaking sweet,
30
man.
people,
Oh,
guys.
that's right. I
If
played
you're not
Midoriya
playing at
1.
Unfun Fridays,
Yeah, I played Midoriya 1 actually for Unfun Fridays, and then we had 100 people, and so like, shucks. I tied a fourth kind round 1, and then just like played the losers bracket the rest of the way, and just was like people disrespect the backswing that Midoriya can do, and so like when you don't kill my character with specialized sound waves on my special sound on my face, I just kill you, right? Because I get -3 speed on whatever the fuck I want, as long as like I know what you're playing. And we've only have 2 sets, so that's easy. It's very easy to know what you're playing.
that is an underrated part of that character, by the way. Like that is
Agreed.
I feel like people aren't really keen on the fact that this is just -3 speed on every single attack. Sometimes.
Yeah, I actually hate
the one
playing
that
that
matters,
character.
right? It's the one that matters. Yo, you're playing an order deck, and I see you check one Excipro burst or whatever. I'll call low the rest of the time. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. You start with -3 speed. Yeah, in order for this to do any damage, you got to do so much work. So much work.
I hate playing that character.
Yeah.
He's such a pain.
The only reason I'm not playing him is because he loses. He like hard loses to Momo and Kirishima. So like,
Yeah.
there's actually no reason to do that in the metagame at the moment. There's no reason.
Sure.
But I was on a podcast with Sam Tate talking about the GOAT of MHA Universe's UFS and like what that conversation looks like leading up into Worlds. I've played some small games with like just chat, and then like just like really diving into like the crazy options that set 3 brings us. I think that this is gonna open up the game, fellas. Set 3 is going to do so much stuff for so many different characters and push them into such weird niche corners. I am incredibly excited for all of the like engines, the cores, the build arounds that we got out of set 3 for not just like the obvious main character, but like piercing needle lunge, I think is gonna be a build around for a lot of different characters. I'm gonna stick this in my momentum, and whenever you don't block my move, I just burn you for 2 out of nowhere. Like, what a sick mind game that gets to be in any character with those 3 symbols, any of them. How neat. And that's just like an example about like what set 3 is doing, and it's like trying to I lost my word. Trying to hold on. We're pausing the podcast. I'm gonna find this word. Digest. Trying to digest what is going on. I said dissolve in my head 45 times. I'm like, you dumb motherfucker. It's digest.
I was like, he's trying to think of ascertain.
Yeah.
No, that's not a Tamarind word. No. Can't be that
No
word.
shot.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to having to respect the Earth symbol now. That's going to be very interesting.
I can't wait to play Earth Sato 1, by the way.
Yep.
Preach.
You were disrespecting the Earth symbol? That's so sad. I love the Earth symbol.
Asterisk as an Eraserhead player. I disrespect the Earth symbol.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Every attack we play is mid. Of course.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Of course.
I block
That's
everything
not true. We've
on a
got
2.
4 low attacks.
On a 2, on a 4. Oh,
We
you're
got
fit.
4 hardened chops in our deck, baby. Sweep the leg, Johnny!
Yeah, that's the one that I spooky. We don't worry about Hardened Job.
Sweep the leg, Johnny! You don't have spooky. We play 4 apathetics. You crazy kid. You're not allowed to have that. I've got way more apathetics than you have spooky in your deck.
No, you don't. You have 5 apathetic in your deck?
Oh shit, you have 4 spooky? That's tight.
Hey,
Oh,
Phil.
the Dan Nelson Damnedle spooky
I like
life.
it.
You
I'm
know you have
into
to,
it.
dude. You have to open that card against like so many matchups, so you just die.
That's fair. Hey, respect.
Against fourth guy?
Absolute respect.
Hey Phil, have you seen what Kirishima's doing on Hardened Chop? I just put this together. I had epiphany.
No?
So he's chopping down with this arm. Do you know what the other arm's doing?
No.
It's up here for the counterbalance.
He's back, Jake!
He's hitting it with a back jack.
Get these martial artists out of my stream. Get them out of here.
That's so
Man.
awesome.
Yeah.
I just had like the funniest
That's
like
so awesome.
reflection moment the other night when Tam was just like saying how he's like an Ojiro 2 like hater, and I'm like, that's so funny that Tam hates the martial arts character. I think that's the funniest thing about that.
True. He's got like a martial arts outfit. That's his superhero
That's-
clothes.
Yeah, what's
what
his
a unique and
superpower?
super cool.
He has
What
a tail.
super cool
Tail.
character
Yeah,
that
bro,
they
he
needed to.
has
You serious question, guys? Do you ever like you sit down and you're enjoying your My Hero Snackademias, right? You're looking at them, you're eating your Snackademias, your My Hero Academia Snanimal crackers.
One more.
And
One
you're
more for the
just like,
fans.
wow, this fucking. I really wish that this show had more random side characters. You ever think about that? You guys ever think,
I think
man?
MHA has just enough random side characters. I think they have a
Counterpoint.
really good
They
balance.
could if they took out both, or I think they could eliminate 4 characters and it would be fine.
So I
Someone
agree with you.
sucks. Ojiro sucks. Fucking Sato sucks.
What
Sero
about,
sucks.
No,
Those
no,
characters
no.
all suck.
Oh,
Sero's cool. You swap Sero
Sero
with
sucks.
Shoji. You swap Sero with Shoji.
I'm down. I forgot Choji existed. That's how much he sucks. I'm down. We just
Sero?
eliminated 4 people from Class 1A, and no one gives a shit.
Did you say Coda?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Coda missed the first
I
one.
think you could. I think you could actually get rid of like 10 people and it wouldn't matter.
I
But
agree.
from
you
like
could get rid of 10
every
people and it
season.
wouldn't matter.
yeah,
But then like
like the class could have
get
been
it.
like 10 people.
You have to have a class, right? So like
Yeah.
honestly, past season 2, you could take Ida off the show and it'd be the same fucking show.
I mean, they basically do, right? That character like does nothing
He's
past
just
season 2.
useless.
I mean,
He's-
the issue is he finished his entire character development arc in the Sane arc.
Yeah, and
He's
within
done now.
17 episodes
Nah.
of the show existing, he finished his character arc.
Yeah,
you could
there's,
also
like,
probably remove Ochako. Someone in chat said you could keep Ochako. You can remove Ochako at a certain point. She stops mattering. Like
they also remove Ochako. Yeah, the second they didn't make like Ochako a relevant member of like the Toga infiltrating the schools thing, that's when she just lost her. That was her last like chance to be relevant.
Yeah,
After
they,
that, now we all know who they can't get rid of. No,
She could go.
circumstances.
I actually think Mina is super sick.
I think she's
She
cool,
does-
but she could go.
Yeah, but like she does cool shit in the show, right?
Mina is the perfect side character. She has a
Yeah,
she has a very cool design. She's got a cute power, and she says funny things when the situation demands.
I
it.
am super down for Mina to show up as many times as Aoyama. I think Mina and Aoyama can stay on the show, but show up very sparingly. I'm down for that.
Exactly. Nah, Mina's
I'm
great.
keeping out. By the way, that means I'm keeping Aoyama over 4 characters. By the way, guys, over 4 characters, I'm keeping the guy whose belly hurts when he uses his laser beam.
He gets a
Aoyama is
tummy ache.
funny. Dude, when he's like riding in cheese outside Deku's window, that was like one of the funniest moments of the show. I think that guy is hilarious. I think Aoyama is also good side character material.
They're just
Yeah,
like
there are some that just
they're
don't
like
serve the plot.
there are a handful of characters who are cool and can do cool things, and you're like, all right, yeah, they're your main character adjacent. And then there's just a bunch of fucking schmucks, dude. No one said Mineta needs to go. No, I like Mineta. He is a better character than Koda and Shoji and Sato and whoever the 4th person I named is. I don't even remember. Ojiro.
He has character, whether you like the character or not. He has it.
Okay, so like Mineta fills a niche, right? Mineta has a role to play as a side character, whereas someone like Sato, what role does he play in the whole chemistry of the cast, right?
Bakes cakes.
I think if My Hero wasn't taking place in a single year, right? The entire story is happening in one school year. I think if that wasn't happening, some of these characters would matter more. If we had a second tournament where Ojiro got to like redeem himself for his honorable forfeit or whatever, you might care about Ojiro.
Right.
But that's never going to happen because the story is completing from the moment Midoriya becomes a freshman in high school to the moment he becomes a sophomore. And that's the story.
That is actually also just so insane because they just start going, we are fucked. We need to have freshmen fight super villains.
Yeah.
I feel like when Horikoshi sat down to write this series, he thought he was gonna do like a whole Harry Potter thing. Like, I'm gonna make this huge diverse class, and then over like 8 school years, I'm gonna give them all so much to do. Then he wrote school stuff for like a year. Then he was like, nah, I want him to go fight wars now.
He's like, this shit is actually, people are, we're losing viewership. What can we do? War!
Ugh, send them to the
Child
hell.
soldiers.
We're gonna have them go fight the Yakuza.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
What if Tokoyami was a child soldier? What? We don't care about what Sato has for lunch.
What if we took the kids and made them just fight to the death against actual stone cold murderers? What if we took these children whose biggest trauma has been their school summer camp got invaded and put them up against a guy who tortures a child?
Like, literally, we are midway through the second season, and Horikoshi is like, what if the nerd fought a homicidal, knife-wielding maniac in an alleyway?
I thought that was the beginning. Is that like the middle or the end of second season? I thought that was the beginning. Does that happen?
That is after the tournament.
Oh, that happens after the tournament. I thought that was the first thing. I thought they led in with that. It's been so long since I've watched that season. I was just like, man, they really went in hard with that one.
No. Stain arc is the second arc of season.
Yeah, because it kind of like it doesn't even ramp up that fast. It jumps off a fucking cliff.
Yeah,
they're doing like individual. Oh yeah, let's get the whole school together, like our whole class together. We'll fight like one bad guy, or we'll get some 3 people. We'll do like a cool character thing. Oh, we're gonna go save Bakugo, and it's like we're gonna go fight the Yakuza.
Yeah. That's what makes the Class A versus Class B thing from last season so jarring for me, is because they're fighting actual criminal, like actual murderers.
Yeah.
And then they were like, what if we take this class of kids who's fighting murderers and we put them up against this class of kids who really hasn't fought anyone?
Yeah,
and
I get it. Was against the nerds.
Yeah.
These are the nerds.
Yeah.
These are fucking Melvins. Also, some of the Melvins way cooler than the Class 1A kids.
100%.
Bro, Mudman.
We have this green-haired kid who became God for about 30 minutes. Let's put him up against these other kids. Like,
it's so funny, yeah, because like 1A versus 1B takes place after all that. So you have like this jobber 1B team, right? Then you have the 1A team.
Kids are so sick though.
They're really cool,
but where he's just like, man, if Ida didn't have the power of God and anime on his side, he was fucked.
Yeah.
He was super fucked. Or fucking big fist lady who's just smarter than Momo, but they gave her a character moment and plot armor. It's so crazy every time.
Momo. The difference was Momo had family.
I also like that they had direct counters to like specific, like Horikoshi was like, shit, what do I make the guy who's all black? What is his power? That's it. He controls Tokoyami. He can get into the shadow. That's his power. They were like, oh god, how do we beat Ida? Mud. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like the last like tournament that Tokoyami was a part of, right? The writing issue was, dang, Dark Shadow is actually kind of really broken. How do we write around it? We don't. He just gets second, only because Bakugo's a direct counter.
Yeah.
Only because Bakugo is actually a lunatic. And he probably didn't want to actually fight his friend, and Bakugo was ready to kill him.
Yeah.
No, Bakugo makes flashes, right? Dark Shadow is weak to light. He literally loses for free because Bakugo exists.
Yeah.
You mean that he would have lost for free by being in the sun, Levi?
No, it's not like that.
The tournament was outside. The sun is much more intense than Bakugo's flashing explosions.
Not when the sun is 1,000,000 miles away and Bakugo's explosions are right here.
It's literally the thing that lights the entire Earth, Levi.
I'm actually holding it right here. This is the cards I'm fucking around with.
No, that is whoa, bro. I don't want to die to you. That's what he's doing. Bro, you have villainous intent in your eyes. You're going to murder me.
It sounds like Phil has not watched My Hero Academia Season 2 in quite a long time.
That's okay.
I have watched My Hero
Anime
Academia
sucks.
Season 2, but the anime does suck. It sucks.
I will say the Class 1A versus 1B thing does give you like a real cool Bakugo moment because you got to remember that guy told the main character to kill himself in episode 1. So we've come a long way from telling someone to commit suicide. So
Yeah.
Not only did he tell him to kill himself, he told him to kill himself for the purpose of hoping that he's born again with a quirk in his next life.
Yeah.
That's like the most metal thing a 13-year-old could ever tell.
Those guys are just big homies, but Bakugo's a fucking edgelord, all right?
Dude, if a 13-year-old ever tell me that,
I really like Bakugo, Phil. Why?
Of course you do.
That's because I can name every single character that you like in every single anime from one episode.
All right. Naruto, let's go. Besides Sasuke.
Oh, okay, Itachi.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, actually, I don't really like Itachi that much.
You're a fucking liar.
I like Kimimaro. Kimimaro was cool. The bone guy. He was sick.
They said it at the same time. They said it at the same time.
Every Kakashi character is another good one. I do like Aizawa's a good one.
Yeah. Fucking Gojo stand. Fuck you.
Yeah, I like Gojo. He's good. Yeah.
You like every character that looks like a ninja or is edgy. You like Sun Eater.
Yeah, Sun Eater's pretty cool though.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
he's the lamest character.
Oh my god. The worst thing Phil's ever done was when I was
Jose,
like,
Jose, I've got the soul reads. You say it every single time.
The worst thing Phil ever did was when I was like, yeah, there's this YouTuber who I have had a crush on for like 10 years, and I posted the video, and he was just like, I could have told you what she looked like, and I was really unhappy. So
I was really unhappy.
Yeah. Yeah, so
he posted the next day. He was like, "I'm still upset about what."
Yeah, I was still mad the next day. I posted like 16 hours after it happened, and I was like, "I'm actually mad."
He said, and I was really unhappy.
Yeah, I'm so mad I got typecasted.
Yeah, it's okay. You know, I like my simple things in life.
Oh god, Phil can't soul read me. I already wear everything on my sleeve. It's like not even. It's not even.
I don't need to soul read you. It's fine. It's all right there. It's on. It's out in front.
Phil, who is your favorite King of the Hill character?
I like Cotton. Cotton's funny.
God, that makes so much sense.
Oh god,
that's funny.
I think Dale is hilarious. I'm such a Dale fan. Holy shit! Because I know
Dale's
a couple
good
Dales,
one.
right? Obviously,
yeah. Dale's a good one, man. Dale's a good one.
you guys gotta pay respects to the OG man. Who's your favorite Beavis and Butthead character?
I only know the two.
I only know Beavis and Butthead.
They've got the neighbor guy that like they don't like or doesn't like them. I don't remember any. I'm a little too detached from Beavis and Butthead. Right. I was not old enough to watch the original, and I've just never given enough shits to watch any of the remakes.
That's super fair, man. Yeah, when I was like Beavis and Butthead is what like my mom watched on MTV growing up. That was like her adult cartoon. So when it was time for me to watch adult cartoons, I was like a 12, 13-year-old. She was like, "You're not watching Family Guy or any of that cringe modern day adult cartoon." She whips out the box set of the entirety of Beavis and Butthead, and she's like, "You're gonna watch this." I was like, "Okay."
That's funny. I love that. I actually love that.
Awesome.
That's perfect.
Awesome. No, it was great.
That was
got a good education.
Listen, I didn't see any Beavis and Butthead, but like the first video game I ever played was Mortal Kombat 2. So I'm not entirely sure I should have been playing that either, but my dad didn't give a shit if I was 6 years old and playing Mortal Kombat. Whatever, man.
Dude, that's valid, man.
I'm pretty sure the first video game I had was the Sega 6-pack. I don't know if any of you guys are old enough for the Sega 6-pack.
What were the other five?
It was a game that came with the Genesis. It was Streets of Rage, Golden Axe. What were the fucking other ones on there? Oh, it had a
computer.
It had a ninja game. I don't remember the name of the ninja game. And there were three other. Mark of the Beast, I think, was on it. I'm gonna Google it.
I love my
Golden
Sega
Axe,
Genesis.
Sonic the Hedgehog, Revenge of Shinobi, Columns, Streets of Rage, and Super Hang On was the Sega 6-pack.
It didn't have Golden Axe?
It has Golden Axe, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sonic, Golden Axe, Columns, Revenge of Shinobi.
Columns sounds like a game that I wouldn't find enjoyment from as a 6-year-old, so I don't think I played Columns.
No.
It had the racing game.
Yeah. Super Hang On.
Yeah, the bike game, dude. That game was tight.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
fuck
my
yeah.
mom actually gave a shit about everything I did until my sister turned like 13 and then she stopped caring. So I was like 16. I wasn't allowed to do anything until I was basically out of the house.
Really?
Yeah. Like she cared a lot about what I did. I had classic like older sibling syndrome, right? Like I didn't get my cell phone until I was like in high school and she got one like the day she turned 10. Right? Like
Yeah. I had the similar experience
Yeah.
where my first phone I think was my junior year, and my brother got one when he was like, I don't know, 14.
Yeah, I didn't play
It was
video games as
easier
a
to
kid.
throw them on the family plan.
Bro,
Yeah.
if I had gotten a smartphone when I was 10, I would have been the most productive 10-year-old ever.
Yeah, people ask me all the time, like, how do you feel about like all these classic video games? Like, I've never played them.
Damn.
No clue.
So when you say
Cringe.
classic, can you give us like an example of things?
Like
by the way, welcome to My
anything-
Hero Academia podcast. By the way, guys.
I think this is just better.
Anything?
It's a super show
This
podcast.
is just a good podcast.
Yeah.
We just have a good podcast. It doesn't have to be about it. We'll get to the event.
So-
Don't worry, guys.
So Tam, anything like before the end of the PS2? So like N64, like Mario, Zelda. No, I played none of those. No, nothing.
Tell
about
me
them.
you never played what was it, Champions of Norath? Those games are tight.
No.
You never played Pokemon Puzzle League?
I played the Pokemon
Yo,
games,
Pokemon
but
Pinball.
I played the Pokemon games. So those count. But like I'm talking about like the Marios, the Zeldas, Donkey Kong, Sonic,
What an
like your
insane-
platformers and stuff.
You've,
Just never-
you've never 100%ed Pokemon Trozy?
What the fuck is
I don't know
that?
what that
Holy
is.
shit. I've seen
I know
Pokemon Goatsy on a
Pinball
couple
was sick,
websites.
though.
I'm like the king of Pokemon spin-off games, dude. Trozy?
but when I got older, I went back and
Phil's
played a bunch,
fa-
right? So-
Okay, hold on. We have to address this. Phil's favorite game of all time is Final Fantasy X2. That is not true. My favorite video game of all time is Resident Evil 4. But I did have probably 300 hours of Final Fantasy X2 gameplay as a 13-year-old.
Yeah, you triggered
I
him.
don't-
You just triggered the hell out of him.
No, I
If we
just
talk
like
about my
that is a
favorite
good
video
read.
game,
That's
Phil's
a really
just gonna
good
call me
read.
out.
That was a good read.
I played
That game was
Final.
good.
Played Final Fantasy X for like 25 hours, and then I got to a boss that I was supposed to go back and grind for, and I went no.
10-2 is a good game. It's just not as good as 10. It's a good game.
What comment
It's
did Tam make? What, did I miss something?
Yes, we don't need to go back to it.
It was awesome. I thought it was fucking
Oh,
funny.
he said he's seen Goatsy on a few minutes.
It was pretty terrible. It was pretty awful.
Okay, no, Andrew, no.
How do I time
Go
out
on.
Jose?
Favorite video game?
If I talk about my favorite video game, Phil, you're just gonna go, that makes sense.
Actually, fuck that guy.
Which one is it, man?
It's just Kingdom Hearts, dude.
Oh wait, I already knew that. Yeah. That's
Yeah. And you're gonna be like, yeah, you like Riku, obviously. And I'm like, yeah, I do. And then, we're gonna move on. And then we're not gonna talk about it anymore because I don't want to get called out even more.
So what about?
like it's not just Riku though. Like you love like all of Organization 13, huh?
Yeah,
You're
I
like
love
a big,
all of Org,
You're like a
dude.
big
They're all
Axel
great.
fan, huh?
So
It's okay. I really like Psyx. I really like Xemnas, right?
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm overselling how edgy you like things. I'm overselling it.
Yeah.
I'm overselling it. I'm shooting a little too far. I'm casting my net too wide.
what was your favorite Kingdom Hearts game on the DS? What was your
Yeah. What was your favorite game?
3.5.2?
358 over 2.
If you got the Kingdom Hearts collection on your PlayStation 3,
I have it, so it's
what
fine.
what of the 17 games on that was your favorite?
I mean,
And
Kingdom
why
Hearts
was
2.
and why was it Chain of Memories?
It wasn't Chain of Memories. It was Kingdom Hearts 2.
Damn, that game is so sick though.
Chain of Memories is sick. Kingdom Hearts 2 is great. And I like Birth by Sleep just because Aqua, Terra, and Ventus are just like they're all three of them are edgy, right? So like I'm in.
Card game Kingdom Hearts really sold it to me as a 12-and-a-half-year-old who loved card games.
Yeah.
They were like, wow, what if we put card games into everything? And at that point in my life, I was peaking. I was like,
I think the reason
I love card game systems.
I said my mom like didn't let me play a ton of video games. She bought it for me because it had Disney characters on it, and I just like never played it. And then one day, before I was supposed to go to school the next day, I was like 14. I finished all of Kingdom Hearts 1 in like 18 hours. Like I just didn't stop playing. And I didn't go to sleep, and then I went to school and slept the whole day, and then all I dreamed about was Kingdom Hearts. And from that point forward, we were stuck. We have to be a Kingdom Hearts fan for the rest of our life.
I don't know who
The story is not that convoluted.
No Sleep Scrub is trying to gaslight me, boys. This is fucked up. I don't know who this is, but he's coming for me today.
It's
I said something.
it's the guy
I think-
it's the guy from your post on Facebook like ages ago.
No sleeve scrub.
Mitchell, we'll
Loves
have to do that on my
Deku
own
2.
stream. We'll have to do that on my own
Loves
stream
Deku
because
2.
Ew, yuck.
yeah.
Soul read me, Phil Birch. No, I gotta like.
He's got to see the soul.
I have to be in front of you. I have
Look
to
at
be
these-
perceiving.
God, Phil, look
Also,
at these
if
people
you
not
told me,
understanding
Dave,
how your
Dave,
stand was.
Dave, if you told me that you just straight up didn't like anime, I would believe you. That's my soul read. I know you do. I bet you're deep into some like '90s anime. I believe it.
It's not
I'm sure
complicated,
you love
it's
Akira.
bad.
I'm sure you love Akira, but like, who doesn't? You know. See,
I haven't
I've
seen
liked
it.
anime since 2006.
I
Haven't
thought we
seen
already
Akira?
did Dave. I thought we already did Dave Wagner. It's that he does a lot of DMT because he owns a lot of Legos. I thought that was the soul read.
Oh, no,
That's
no.
fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh man, leave my video game opinions.
The best video game ever created is Transformers: Fall of Cybertron.
Which one is that? I
It's
have played a
only-
Transformers game that was fucking tight.
There are two good Transformers games in this universe: War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. Those are the only two good ones.
Were any of them for the Nintendo DS?
No.
Damn, I played a Nintendo DS Transformers game that was pretty good.
There were DS games that were made to tie in with the live action movies that were okay for like child playing a DS game quality. But as far as actual good video game quality, War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron were the good ones. And then the studio that made them got bought by Activision, forced to make.
Oh, now there's microtransactions. I get it.
Nope.
That's why he hates them.
Nope, they got bought by Activision, got forced to make a really shitty Deadpool game because they had no time, money, or resources. It bombed, and then they died as a studio.
They just killed them. Yeah.
So,
So about back and
They
shot him.
killed him.
Did anybody play the Dante's Inferno like hack'em slash button mashing game?
Dante's
Alright.
Inferno.
Yeah,
Had
where
a
you're
hack and
literally
slash game.
yeah. So basically, you are trying to save Beatrice from Satan, and you were literally killing like old school like people who have been sent to hell. So there's a fight against Mark Antony and Cleopatra. There's a fight against like the fucking guardian of the gates of hell.
Cleopatra needed to go to hell.
Cleopatra went to hell?
For sure.
Fucked up.
Bro,
Hey.
she banged Julius Caesar. That's like
Well,
the
she
That game was
Probably,
not
uh,
bad. Yes, you do
probably
rip a
the-
giant succubus's nipples off. That game was great.
Probably
Going to
like,
Steam right now.
Probably like
Downloading at the moment.
for being a pagan. They got sent to hell for being a pagan, Levi.
What the hell's a pagan, man? I'm white.
That game was
They
so
didn't- they
good.
didn't
I cannot believe
keep
someone said that was
true
trash.
God, Jesus Christ, you know?
A pagan's like the most common bird in New York for like
Savior.
flying rats.
I'm paraphrasing.
Pigeon.
you heathen.
Pigeon. Tam. Pigeon. Tam.
Pigeons. Sorry.
So speaking of pigeons, Command Pigeon Flock, My Hero Academia, the collectible card game.
You
Whoa.
can't play the
Never heard of
regional
it.
later or whatever.
Pagans are exclusively white. Welcome, brother.
Dynasty Warriors is also great. I love that one too.
Yeah, Dynasty Warriors is tight. I was a Samurai Warriors fan because I liked Samurais a little bit more, but that's okay. It's the same fucking game. It's the same fucking game.
Gorilla Blaster is one of my good friends, and he probably just rolled his eyes when somebody put Dynasty Warriors in the chat because I black out every time a new Dynasty Warriors game comes out and go missing for like 6 weeks.
Did you play Hyrule Warriors?
That one's lame.
There's also like a new Dynasty Warriors game that just came out a while ago, right? Like not like
Yeah.
new, but like
Yeah.
this year-ish, last year maybe. Because I played the demo on Steam and was like, yeah, I don't think I can spend $60 on this, though I do want to be playing this right now.
It is just the same game every time.
I really want to buy the new JoJo fighting game, but I've just heard the online is like unplayable. So it's a
I want
very
to buy
big
the new
thing.
JoJo fighting game, but I don't play. Like, I'm just shit at fighting games. And also, apparently, you just get spoilers from playing the fighting game. It just spoils
I mean-
everything for
I
you.
mean, yeah, they have the whole cast of the entire series in it. Yeah. It's pretty hard for that to just not be a thing. That's just kind of the just kind of the mantra of having a fighting game, including characters from like 10 years into the future of the anime.
And I'll avoid spoilers. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Noted. We're playing the JoJo fighting game when I go to Miami.
Hell yeah.
You do get to play as Best Girl.
Yeah, I have no idea how to play
Fighters.
fighting games. The only fighting, like I've never played like an actual fighting game. Guilty Gear got me really close to getting into it because the soundtrack is like the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Bitchin'.
So good, dude. It is so
Guilty
good.
Gear's got some. Guilty Gear's got some good characters too. I like Guilty Gear. I'm
Yeah,
into Guilty
dude,
Gear.
their character design is insane. Their character design and their music is crazy.
You can throw dolphins at people.
The second Guilty Gear as a franchise gets anything that isn't a fighting game, I'm in. Speaking of Guilty Gear set, win. Jaska?
Okay.
I want to say that actually Pippa's making a Guilty Gear fan set right now. I'll go check my Discord.
Oh
Which one has
my
Potemkin and
God.
which one has Iron Tiger? Potemkin is that Guilty Gear or BlazBlue?
Potemkin is a Guilty Gear character. I don't know about Iron Tiger. I've never heard of that.
That might be a BlazBlue character.
Must be then. Must be then.
Because that's just the same game, but they just have different character. It's actually the exact same, except one of them is super edgy and one of them is just very anime.
Let me look up this guy. Iron Tiger.
As soon as Street Fighter 6 gets like actually announced, I'm probably gonna get a fight stick and actually like try and dive into real fighting games.
I wanted to be good at Tekken so bad. I think Tekken is such a sick game. Tekken is like the most perfect example of what like it would look like if a bunch of actual people started beating each other's ass, but way exaggerated.
Yeah, even as like an easier to get into fighting game, I still just don't have like the time and energy to dedicate towards playing a fighting game. It's like just too much of an undertaking.
I bet
for the
Phil loves
amount of
Echo the
time I
Dolphin
have
on
in my life.
Sega. Echo the Dolphin is way too hard for a game about a dolphin. Fuck that shit.
I love dolphins.
Echo the Dolphin is a
Everything's
fucked up
terrible.
hard game for a game about fucking dolphins, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, you
Love
fuck
me some
dolphins in that
dolphins.
game?
Downloading Steam,
Yeah.
stopping my download on.
I will no longer be downloading this game, and I will be downloading Echo the Dolphin so I can fuck dolphins.
Are there any dolphins in our card? I'm gonna go to UVS Ultra and just look up the word dolphin.
There's a whale.
There's
There's a
if
whale?
you type sardine, you'll get an answer.
Sardine.
Shower with my
Sardines.
dad simulator is a good one.
You get
Bro,
Sardines
what
Beat
the-
Special. Sardines
Oh
Beat
my
Special does
God.
1,000 damage.
Wow. This thing is a 7 difficulty
Hell
and just has a nude woman on it. This is a great
You
card.
don't know Rainbow Mika, dude?
No, what is she
Armika?
from?
Fucking love.
She's from
Armika.
Street Fighter.
Oh,
She's from
shit.
Street Fighter. Again, never played a fighting game in my life. Oh wow. Yeah,
I'll
this is
kick your ass. Get on the mic. Fucking.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
just mic drops.
this is a pretty messed up card.
She like calls in her
Hit you
fucking
with her ass?
tag team partner, dude.
No, guys, go.
She calls in her tag team partner and they do like the combined
Hell
ass hit
yeah.
maneuver.
Hell yeah.
That's
Is that the one I watch
sickest
Sam
shit.
play all the
That's
time?
the sickest shit.
Holy shit! I wish I was a grappler so I could play Armika. I'm a filthy showdown.
Kick your ass.
There's so many R Mikas.
Yo, Rainbow Mika's tight.
Yeah, she's rad.
I like it. I'm down.
Wrestle Zangief. It's sick. Grappler's yuck. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
It's
but
called Flying
she's
Beach for
sick.
a reason. Exactly.
The flying beach.
Perfect
Oh my God.
posture.
Oh my goodness. Good old
Let's look
Street
that one
Fighter.
up.
Is there an Oro card? No. No,
See, guys,
there's not an
see,
Oro
guys,
card.
how I brought it back.
I did have
We're
to
gonna
stop and think
talk
about it, though.
Trading card games now. I brought it all back.
I don't think Oro ever got a card.
I don't. Perfect posture is messing with me as far as like the layout of the. Oh, she's backwards. She's turned. Okay.
What are we looking at? Perfect posture.
Perfect posture.
It's just her ass, right? It's like a shot.
It's her
of
ass and then her very, very stylized tits.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah. It's
My safe search isn't turned off, so it's not showing me the card.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, no, that card's nuts. Also, Penance. That card used to have no like
Fog.
fucking censoring on it. Yeah.
No fog. Just
There used to
tush.
be yeah. Penance used to have no filter or no censorship on it.
That's
Is that an
That was
Eva
the-
card? That would make sense.
No, it was a Vespera card who is a
Oh.
succubus also.
Yeah, bro. She's just out there.
OG penance, yeah, just cheeks
Oh
on the
my
ground.
god. I'm looking at the words enhance, turn this foundation face down.
Yeah, there
Yes.
wasn't flip, dude.
Look at all those unnecessary words. This is 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
That was
15, 16,
one of the
17,
first cards that had that enhanced, as far as I can remember.
22. This is 26 letters when it could be 4. Absolutely vile.
Absolutely filthy.
Disgusting. What kind of cretins did this?
Hey, don't look up the OG ruling for safe. Don't do that.
What?
Your opponent can't play a reversal to this deck. That's as opposed to sword save.
That's yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game used to have some cool shit going on for it though. Like back when it first came out, ranged attacks blocked other ranged attacks is +0 mid blocks.
That I actually think that's cool as shit. I think
do
that's
actually
neat.
really
So
like that. I
sick.
do actually think that's very cool.
You could throw it. It was so cool.
Yeah, man. Fireball
almost-
spam.
They just
It almost feels like set 1 of MHA was designed with that in mind because of how like busted the ranged keyword is.
And there's a
be way
1,000
cooler
range.
if they could block up. I think that would mean that it would make them more broken if they could block each other at +0s. I think the problem with range having that effect is it's automatically just way fucking better as a keyword. Ah.
Exactly.
Throw used to not be a keyword ability, so if a throw didn't have the reminder text on it that it doesn't have damage, it just didn't do half damage.
Sick.
Huh.
Oh.
They could just say throw, but not have that effect on
How
it,
did this
and it
card
would not
game
do
make
half
it
damage.
15? Who?
Sims.
Like-
Fucking whales. Fucking
Oh,
six,
Phil Berg.
Actually,
six guys in their
well,
basement
no,
buying
it was,
all the
I mean, it was a
product.
lot of people that. I mean, it was always like fucking fighting game stuff. So it was like, oh, if you're a card game player that likes fighting games, you would play it.
This is your
But-
only option.
But in like reality, I think Jasco just bought it for like pennies, and kind of made like a company where he did other shit with the licenses that he got out of it, and was able to kind of coast off of that.
I feel like UFS just in general needs it like a documentary.
It'd be sick. What a great
So
documentary.
there was something I wanted to work on, but the issue is finding people who have played it every single time period. I wanted to do kind of like the Yu-Gi-Oh people have. I know you have, Phil, but I'm talking like who remember day one and we're playing hyper competitive events on like the first set. Was that you? I thought
Ben
you were young.
Shoemaker.
Oh, Ben. Maybe Ben will be interested.
Ben and Dave, I think. Yeah, like
Yeah.
those guys have been playing forever. If you can get
Dave, Ben, Jesse.
if you
Okay.
can get Jeremy,
'Cause-
if you can get Jeremy Ray or Andrew Alexa, also like those guys have
Yeah.
been playing forever.
yeah, because I think it would be
It's
interesting.
not
Dave
impossible.
Dave is actually making longer and longer arrows in the chat.
Bomber UVS.
Whoops.
It's just like,
Funny.
God, it would be like the biggest research project in the world.
They used to invite a lot of people to like their headquarters and stuff too. I mean, if you can get Jeremy Ray can talk to you about anything for 17 and a half hours, so that's another one where if you got him for a portion of it, it would be
Yeah.
it would be
I think it'd be so interesting to just create like, because like first of all, you'd have to create like an entire timeline, figure out what that timeline is, create it, and then actually find information regarding every era of that. And that's like, oh my God, man. I mean, it definitely would be an undertaking, but God, that would be so cool. Especially if in like 5 years, we're like, this game is, you know, insane, explosively, right?
Oh,
or
okay, okay.
or
You went
dead,
the other you went the other direction, yeah. Okay.
Or dead. Yeah, you know, or dead. But man, that would be so cool.
Do you
That
guys
would be so
actually
really-
feel like there is any like are you guys not feeling like a Dragon Ball trajectory with this?
No.
I think this game is gonna die for sure, quicker than not quicker. I think
I
I
don't know.
don't think the game itself will die. I think the growth will stop, and I think what I think happened is I think that Jason Horansky got a sweet deal, and he's gonna be able to buy this back at way less than they paid for it. Like if he
I
wants
would-
to keep going, I think that he got the sweet deal because at a certain point, like the growth will stop going up,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna be able to buy it way.
I mean,
cheaper.
it's definitely something like I wonder about because, like, I don't know. I guess it's just a matter of like scaling, especially like, I don't know, man. You know, like what is the disparity like of popularity between like the IPs, right? So like with something like Hero Academia, as opposed to like Digimon or Dragon Ball, right? Because those got card games and instantly supernovaed, right? Like literally supernovaed. You know, we're talking like YouTubers with like 30, 40, 50,000 subs like instantly, right? And obviously I know that those franchises are much more established and just bigger than MHA, but I just wonder what the like full disparsity is, right?
I I think it has a lot to do, and this is actually funny because it kind of segues back into the original topic we want to talk about today. It has a lot to do with how next year goes for Jasco.
I
I
agree.
think
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if next year goes similar to this year, you're going back to a 150-person game, a
Mhm.
200-person game, right? Right? Like
I don't
maybe not
know.
that, maybe not that dramatic, but I think that you're going all these players who are hanging on by a thread because we're told next year is going to be better. Next year is going to be better. You know, we're flying by the seat of our pants this year. If you guys can make it through this year, next year is going to be better. And if next year is not better, you're going to lose all those people.
For sure. Yeah. I just like again, like yeah, definitely like as someone like trying to come into this game, there's definitely a lot of things I could hear about stuff, you know, with like organized play and distribution and all that that would make me like kind of turned off to trying this actually. But at the same time, like look at like the launch of Digimon. If you were there for that, like it was one of the most scuffed things I've ever seen. Like the
It was also in the
distribution,
middle of COVID.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
it's like the height
right?
of COVID, right?
But if we're
Yeah.
just if we're excusing like if we're not factoring in excuses whatsoever or reasoning,
Sure.
because like we know why the first year of MHA has been such a chaotic mess. Like we all know the history and you know what was planned and what wasn't planned,
Sure,
right?
sure, sure, sure.
So like if we're just gonna
So
excuse excuses, right? Just based on like you coming into this as a player wanting to learn this game and hearing bad things. Because like if I was someone interested in trying out Digimon and I heard about how the launch of set one went, I would have ran away so fast, tail between my legs.
but if you
Right?
do like any amount of research, you can trust Bandai can run a card game for a large scale card game for like 5 years before it blows up, right?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
every game they like Jasco ran a game, right? For the game has existed for 15 years or however long it's been, right? 14, I don't know the exact number.
Okay.
And Jasco's run it since what, 2011,
Mhm.
give or take,
Yeah, around there.
but not like on a large scale, right? Not on the scale of Bandai running uh DBS or Naruto or or
Okay.
whatever card, right? You know what I mean? Like there's different things going on there, right? You like Jasco, if you bring up Jasco games to a card game player who plays like the big three, they may have no clue what you're talking about. But if you bring up Bandai,
Okay.
they're gonna know.
Okay. Okay.
I
So
think
then,
there's a
yeah,
little
like,
bit of a difference there, right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. I'm definitely not posing this as like a, oh, there's no reason people hate Jasco MHA, but don't hate
oh,
Bandai
I hate
Digimon.
Bandai.
Oh,
No.
Like
We can
that's
talk
not
all the
Bandai
shit about
sucks.
Bandai in the
that's
world.
not me trying.
I
That's not me
hate
trying to say
Bandai.
that. That's not me trying to say that. I'm literally just posing the question because I don't know. I don't know anything about
Yeah.
Bandai or their history with card games.
This is
I
a
don't
great
know.
time to talk about our sponsor, Bandai. If you want to get your Digimon product, go to unfunstuff.com. Use code.
Are you allowed to buy? Anyway, is Bravo selling Bandai products
Fuck,
yet?
I have no idea.
Oh, fucking
I'm trying to
no.
get some One Piece.
But I think that like that's a good point though. Like that Andrew brought up that Bandai's trajectory for basically every card game you can expect like 5 years, right? So if you're trying to get in, you're thinking about it, and you're looking at all of these card games, like you're like, oh man, I think the One Piece game sounds so sick. It's a good reason why the My Hero game is like a alternative, assuming things go better, because Bandai is a fucking pump and dump of
Yeah.
card games, dude. They jack shit up to
Real
the fucking
sluts,
moon
for
with
sure.
prizes and everything. And then like it teeters off, and then they fucking crash their own metas faster than any game I've ever seen, and it's
Mhm.
dead. And it dies just as quickly as it raises usually. So
Mhm.
I think if we can if we can see this kind of like growth from Jasco games, not necessarily as explosively fast, but like a teetering of sorts, they have shown like reasonable ability to listen to their community, to have a better design in mind, to attempt to balance their game. And time will tell, right? We'll see if the sets decide they want to power creep shit out and like we just have a whole mess on our hands or not. But it seems like it's at least for what we have gotten so far, a well-driven like narrative. It's just
Mhm.
shaky. It's like it's the start of attempting to switch over a business from a model that was flawed and slow to attempting to try and meet demand of something that is generally considered at least somewhat of a success at this point.
Mhm.
It's
Though we're still losing to like a D&D card game I've never heard of on like the card game popularity.
I thought the D&D card game was just the D&D blind pack minis. I thought it was like the little minis you buy where you get like I for some reason I thought that's what that was, and it's listed as a TCG because it's still considered a pack.
Weird,
you get
maybe.
a pack of, but I could be wrong on that. I've never heard of the
It's
D&D
just
thing.
minis. We got Ace Maneuvers.
Yeah,
It's just
it is
minis, just
blind
random
packs.
minis.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's super weird. How that's not like. I guess it's hard to beat out like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Magic, but like,
Yeah.
how's that not beating everything else? People love fucking D&D, man.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I just think
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I just think that like this next year has a lot to do with can I trust Jasco to do the things that they say they're gonna do? Because we just had an example of me being told a date that I'm gonna play a tournament get changed 2.5 weeks before
the
actual
wrong direction.
tournament. Yeah, we
The
didn't go
wrong
that
direction.
We
It
said
is-
actually.
It is okay if they have to change their date. Don't make it sooner. Make it later.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is it-
Give me
so
give me
the-
more time to prepare, not less time.
The issue was that it was pre-release weekend, right?
Yeah.
They knew that though.
So like, wouldn't it be better to just move it up 2 weeks? Doesn't change the event, right? Set 3 is still not legal.
Tomorrow. Oh no.
No, wait, no. It
Yeah,
absolutely.
like we could wake up tomorrow and they're like, actually, the
No,
provisional this weekend's in 2 weeks and the regional's this weekend, and you're like,
It affects.
fuck.
It drastically affects things,
I'm-
right?
I'm,
Because
you
like
know,
not
being
everybody
exaggerated.
has weekends off. So some of these people that are playing had to request the time off specifically, right? If I was to play in this event and I requested off the middle of October, and then instead they're like, "No, we're gonna move it up," I am fucking shit out of luck because now I am putting in a request super late, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah.
that.
Like
But
most places
you
are making
do-
your schedule
you
2
do
weeks
the
out,
alter-
right? Like,
Yeah. Then if you do the alternative and you push it ahead 2 weeks, it's like, okay, your plan still just got messed up now, but now you have 2 more weeks essentially to reschedule your plans rather than one less.
You're meaning push it back 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
You
As
keep
in
saying
like
push it ahead 2 weeks.
yeah, forward in time.
I think that colloquially I'll say push back for that, but I do
I'm
know
here
what
for
you
it.
mean now.
I'm here for it.
I agree now. No.
Yeah, I agree
just
now, yeah.
misunderstood what you meant. I think I misunderstood what you meant because push it forward technically does yes. I'm getting it now. I'm picking it up. I thought you meant
What does
it's
bi-weekly
fine. Just-
mean? That's
I
the
thought
real
you just
question.
meant- I thought you just meant like,
Bi-weekly.
yeah,
Is
bring
it
in.
2 times a week or every other week? That's the question.
Bi-weekly is every other week.
It's every other week.
Is it twice a week?
Twice a week is
Isn't
2
that-
times a week.
Isn't that also
Bi-weekly-
bi-weekly?
No. I mean,
The
okay,
answer is yes,
but-
it is both. You have to have context.
Yeah, definitively, by definition of like the English language, yes. But no. But yeah, I think if they really had to, I don't know, maybe there's internal reasons they couldn't do that. But rather than pushing it ahead 1 week, push it back
So-
2 weeks, right? And then set 3 is still not legal, right? Because you go from pre-release weekend to 1 week after release weekend, and it's not legal till 2 weeks after release weekend, right?
You just make the announcement, hey guys, we have to push it back,
No.
and set 3 is not legal. Easy.
I think so. Not to just like turn this into
Yeah,
like the
that's what I'm
shit
saying.
on, like the shit on Jasco party, which I
Too
would
late.
totally be down for in my current state.
No, I don't think
However-
anyone's trying to do that. I think we're just
what
trying to figure out what might have been
No,
a better
no.
solution.
What I'm saying though is I actually think moving it up a week and the way they handled it with you can get a refund, you can get double promos, or you can get no refund and we'll send you your original promos is fine. If we don't tie regionals to a $250,000 prize pool world championship tournament, where players who are in contention to play in that $250,000 life-changing amount of money prize pool tournament now can no longer participate. Like David Pena just posted, hey guys, I got that weekend scheduled to play. David is on the cusp of not making it on points. It's so frustrating to me that we tied regionals to this big world championship that we've been hooting and hawing about for a year. And then we're like, fuck you. It does. We make up the rules, right? So we get to do whatever we want whenever we want. That's the frustrating part. I think how they handled the average community member is fine. I think you
Yeah.
get a refund,
Sure.
you get double promos, or you get no refund and your promos back. But I think that the way they chose to do it knowing who it affects is
Yeah,
awful.
the circumstances of suddenly not being able to play and like the last chance to get these points to qualify is
Yeah.
a little spooky. There's definitely like much more, there's a greater disparity among the circumstances
Sure.
for people.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it's just super weird
not,
to not like. I think it's super weird that they changed it at all. They must have been getting like a lot of backlash from stores, right? Like that's
yeah,
the only thing I can think of. But like the average person in these fucking regionals doesn't make top cuts. These stores could have just moved their events to Sundays.
yeah. Or
Sundays,
like,
Mondays,
yeah, I mean
Friday.
the real craziness is that like we just didn't have the hindsight to not schedule these things on the same week in the first place, like ages ago.
Yeah. You'd think that the release
Especially
schedule would have
because
accounted for it.
we already did this for set 2 ages ago and it had a really bad reception.
Yeah, no shit.
Crazy that we didn't have the hindsight to not do it a second time. I think that is the real, because like now that we're kind of already in this situation, it's pretty hard to have found a good circumstance at this point. A good solution is kind of hard to find. We should probably just not have been in this position in the first place, really.
Absolutely.
Like, if we were going to make a change, why not on the day that you had me and Matt Childress announce the set release day, go, hey, this does impact some schedule for our competitive events. We're going to be moving our regional up a week. No one signed up yet. That gives you almost 7 weeks of time to get things organized, which I think would have been adequate. It still would not have been great, but it would have been an adequate amount of time.
Yeah.
To try and get things figured out and then move on from there. So that's
Tamron. Anything to say? Anything to add? What do you think, Tamron? What you're just sitting there patiently, you and Chair.
The dynamic duo.
Man, this sucks any way you slice it.
Yeah, we just shouldn't be here.
The old OP guy is gone.
yes.
So I'm sure this is new OP taking over. And this just happens to be, this feels a lot like a boiling point because of a lot of little things. Set 3's been delayed. Set 3 is that weekend. I only care about set 3. The regional points matter. The regional promos matter. There's like a lot of little things that are all that are all culminating into this one spot, right? Like it's obviously complaining isn't going to do anything about it, but getting your voice heard does, which is important.
Mm-hmm.
So don't say that. Don't get that twisted. I please figure it out, Jasco. Please.
If this change is impactful and does affect you, highly encourage you to voice that dissent on Facebook in the group, on Discord in the group. And if enough of you voice that dissent, that means that they have to respect it because you are their consumer base.
Especially
Go ahead.
Especially like Facebook, right? Because like Discord, chats come and go, right? But if I, especially as a new player joining the My Hero Academia collectible card game official Facebook group, if I join that group as a new player and just see nothing but a wall of posts about, hey, we're really unhappy with how you guys are doing this.
Also,
that look bad.
I
and
know
Jasco sees that looks bad.
I know at least one of the head honchos religiously checks Twitter for everything that's My Hero Academia collectible content related. Literally everything.
It's true. I have had a couple of my posts liked that involve the My Hero Academia collectible card game.
So if that is also a fantastic place to go spit your discourse.
Yeah. No, it's so like
Agreed.
This is kind of like an interesting thing that I've been thinking about for a while, and I feel like with the reasoning that we can more or less assume from this is I kind of would like to put the topic in the air of where do you guys think Jasco's primary philosophies are for the game? And do you think they're erring on the wrong side too much or too much in the middle? And by that, I kind of mean between like marketing the game and showing the game like from an entertaining perspective in like a casual or competitive sense. because I feel like maybe there's a little too much in the middle. And what I mean by that is essentially what we've been talking about, right? Is yeah, we went ahead and rescheduled this regional tournament because it's going to mess with our pre-releases, and we want our pre-releases to be really big and really hype and so exciting. But now we've gone and potentially damaged the integrity of the results of this $250,000 tournament that we've been parading around, right? And it's like, should we be on more on one side or more on the other? You guys kind of get what I'm trying to put out there?
Yeah, I think I'm about following you. I think like I my total thought process on them even changing the weekend it is like I really think that what ended up happening is that they got contacted by a ton of retailers saying, "Hey,
Hmm.
you we're not going to have anybody in our stores doing this release if they're all playing in your event."
Yeah.
I think that's probably, in my opinion, where the biggest backlash came from. I do
Hmm.
think that they are focused super poorly on competitive play, though. I think they are way more focused on like funsy tabletop local play, which is
Hmm.
totally fine. But like, you got to
Yeah.
get a guy who gives a single shit about competitive play
See, like
because man, it's rough.
Yeah,
I'm so about this big focus on kitchen table, play with your buddies, like the My Hero Academia collectible card game, like because I think that's so fun and I love that, and I think that's a good place for a game to start. So I feel like maybe we just shouldn't have started with this whole $250,000 big spiel, right?
I, I think the so like regarding specifically because I see Tam put the topic of the integrity of the results. We've already shown we don't care about that this year. Like we played the wrong top cut at several events. Phil's
Several
like,
events.
yeah, we don't actually care about the competitive integrity of events this year. So I think that like I think one thing that I could be wrong. I know, like I said, Gorilla Blaster's in chat, and we used to watch the Magic Pro Tour all the time. Pre-release weekend, we wouldn't have had something, but you know what? We would have had something release weekend, and we would have been telling people, "Hey, go to your local store, catch our Twitch stream." All over Discord would have been like, "Grab these cards." Like, we would have been co-advertising them hand in hand. I think that's the big thing. Is
Yeah. I
you know,
think I think that they might have just like dreamed a little too big or just dreamed a little incorrectly for like the first phase of this game. But that's also hard to say because I'm sure a lot of people, especially a lot of the big competitive players, were brought in and take this game so seriously because of this whole prospect
Yeah.
of big worlds, big event, $250,000. Oh my gosh. And that's really cool for like bringing people in. But then if you don't handle it or do it correctly from there on out, you're probably just going to drive those people out for the rest of time more than anything.
I think then this is kind of like the last thing I think I have to say about it, and I'll let Tam kind of voice his piece. Is I think Jasco, I don't whether they put themselves in between the rock and the hard place or whether they kind of like ran into it on accident. The issue that happened was when Jason had the game, the idea was My Hero and Standard will intermingle. They will be a thing.
Yeah.
Toho said no, that's not allowed. My Hero is going to be its own thing. The new company comes in and takes over and isn't able to go, hey, this is a completely new card game. This game didn't exist before. They have to inherit the old community and the people who expected these cards to interact with their old cards, to interact with the old ways of the game. And that put them in a very difficult situation because I think if POW is originally the one that inherits the Universe's gameplay system and the My Hero license before it gets branded by Jason at all, we actually never talk about Standard. They go, that's a different game, guys. It uses the same system, but this is the My Hero card game, and this is set 1. And this big giant tournament that we're talking about doesn't get announced till set 2, season 2, or whatever, second year. But I think that they got put into a situation where they inherited this is a previously existing game that we're going to grow off of, and that's not what it actually is. It's its own new thing.
I will assure you vehemently, this $250,000 thing has nothing to do with all the old players in Standard.
No, I'm not saying that it does.
We never got anything related to that in any sort of way. But you are right in one aspect that the company basically said the only way you can have our license and make a card game is if it has its own standalone format. The cards aren't illegal in standard. Standard just isn't getting
Yeah.
supported.
Yeah.
They are legal cards in the standard universes. It's just not a format that's getting supported, which, by the way, looks super bad for the company also, by the way, right? Because you have this game that's already existed, and you tell people, like, yeah, it's just a part of our universe's system of card games. That's not true at all, because you aren't supporting universes at all. Cameron.
Man, I got a thousand things to say. I got so much shit to say.
Well, we got time.
Man, I'm excited. Rochester at the end of their year always gives Jasco a grade, and I think that would actually be something really fun to do on this podcast. I don't know. Right now, obviously, it should happen more at the end of the year, closer as we get finished, right? But I think like you could even do something like this, like almost like quarterly, or like how did they perform over the set or whatever. I enjoyed season 1 set, and I hate that the seasons and the sets actually don't correlate together. It's so cringe.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
I enjoyed set 1 of My Hero, just an absolute fuck ton. I loved set 1. I thought set 1 was so sick. I felt like there were not very many balls dropped, and because of the balls that were dropped, we got the excuse of, okay, you've been through it a bit, but we've been playing the card game for a year now, and so set 2, season 2, whatever, should have been fixed, and we are in season 3. There should be actually 0 issues. The only issues that we should ever have are issues that we've never had before. The fact that we have things recurring is so crazy.
When the biggest issue in the game was concentrates were $40.
Yeah, it's like
that was an issue.
Yeah, it was. I think Jasco, to borrow what Andrew said, like maybe jumped in a little too deep. They didn't dip their toe correctly, because we, as Universes players, and I'll use the other word, as UFS players, we helped them start walking, if not like speed walking, and then they went, oh, we're already moving, let's try and sprint, let's get it moving, and then realized they had a 6-person team, right? Like at this point their company is like less than 30 people, and they're trying to do fucking everything, man. They're trying to do so much shit, and I think that they have just bitten off more than they can chew for what they want to do, right? I think there is absolutely no issue to dream big. I think that is not an issue at all. I love dreaming big. I think dreaming big is so tight. I think this $250,000 tournament is so sick, and I'm excited for Jasco to pull this off, and for next year to make it $1 million, right? Like that'd be sick. I want them to learn from their mistakes, though, and I want them to fix shit. And they are. Like, dogpiling on Jessica is not very fair. We had a very vocal member of the community not like how the exclusive promos went. And so they made a video about that, and Jessica fucking listened. They listened. And they made a change, and whether that change was good for every single person, it wasn't. It was good for the majority of people. And so, like, man, it really feels like they constantly they take steps forward and then take 2 steps back, because like every one attaboy is worth 10, or sorry, every 10 attaboys is worth 1 fuck up, and it feels like we've just hit like a stride of fuck up, and we can't see the awesome steps forward that they're doing because we're so distracted by the shit that's frustrating us. Rightfully we're distracted by the shit that's frustrating us. But Jasco's making good steps. It's just hard to praise them when they trip over themselves. I want them to sprint. I want them to, but they're having a problem crawling, and it sucks because, like, man, this is my full-time job. I want this to be successful so that I am successful, so that like other people are successful, and I want to go all the way back. Will My Hero die? Yeah, one day. Yeah, for sure. But Jasco is in this. If they play their cards right, if they play their cards right, they have a formula that has been proven to be successful that can work, and that is standard. As much as I don't like what standard is right now, I love universes. I love the system. I've gone on record saying it's the best card game that's ever been printed. I think the only thing that ruins universes is Jasco. I don't think it's the design team. I trust the design team. I like everything from set 1, set 2, set 3. There's a couple hiccups, but like it is way better to see the good about the design team rather than see the bad.
Sure.
It's just the only thing that's going to kill UFS is Jasco.
I get nervous because you brought up the promo video. I get nervous that like they're going to hear all this and they're going to do the same thing they did with the promo thing and overcorrect. Because I had a lot of like discussions with people from Jasco about the promo thing, and my recommendation was 1 month after you put them up for redemption, they should be legal. Once I know that I can redeem points and get them in my hands, these cards should be legal. And then they were like, "What about 3.5 months after they come out?" And I was like, "Well, I think that's too long." So I just worry that they're like. I also worry that we might overcorrect some of these issues the same way we did the promo thing, right? Like. And that my stance is from the beginning has been the day that on those promos specifically, the day that they go up for redemption, 1 month from that date, they're legal, because that means I know I can put an order in and in 2 weeks get my cards.
Would you rather have an overcorrection or not a correction at all? That's the question.
An overcorrection, right, is better for
right.
sure, but
and so like I think all having the promos be less legal for less time, right? Because of that overcorrection, it doesn't actually hurt anybody. It hurts zero people. It only hurts the secondary market, right?
I mean, people also still don't have their provisional promos from the webcam ones in their hands yet. So like, it's not like it matters if they were legal because no one has them anyway.
Right. Man, I want this game to fucking succeed, and I think that like you hit the head of the nail, Andrew. Of we gotta wait till next year. We just have to weather the storm, and that is what an unbelievably shitty thing to say to somebody who loves My Hero and is like seeing it. It was so fun. Do you remember Do you remember Phil? Whenever we did, or I mean, we've done Gen Con. We did Origins. When you were at these conventions, Gen Con a little less so because of its focus. How many cosplayers did you guys see from My Hero? There's a
that were playing the game.
Sorry, just walking around. There's a million of them.
Yeah.
There's a fucking million of these of these little teeny boppers in costumes. There's no reason that we can't bring them onto the game and like get them playing casually, if not competitively. There's no reason for that, right? At this exact moment in time, I'm not positive that I would tell somebody to jump in. I would tell somebody to wait. Like, and that's like a 51% feeling, right? Like obviously Jasco's not doing anything terribly unbelievably bad, but like I don't know if I would. I mean, I told my local store back when My Hero got announced, they were like, "Yo, should we jump in?" And I said, "You should just wait for My Hero. You shouldn't do anything with Standard." And then, lo and behold, they killed Standard, and so this guy's left with a bunch of Standard product just sitting on a shelf, just not doing anything, right? And so like, it is. I am nervous to have somebody jump into My Hero right now and feel bad just because of like the little stumbles that Jasco has, and even though we love them and we want them to succeed, we want nothing but the best, but it's rough.
True.
Yeah, I think I would just kind of like to see less like, as much as it sucks, because I know how much, especially like, to go all the way to the top. I know how much Paul and Luhan want this to be like the biggest, grandest thing in the whole wide world.
Mm-hmm.
And I really love that vision. I'm a big dreamer. I'm a big dreamer. And I love wanting to reach for the stars like that. But I think that maybe, there just needs to be a little more groundedness in how things get looked at. Because almost every issue really comes from like, hey, we promised all this stuff, and then like you guys got like a lot less of that, right? Like it's really just falling short on a lot of promises. And I think I'd kind of just like to see them either not bite off more they can chew, or actually make sure that we can, hard deliver on everything being talked about. Like what would the state of the game and the viewpoint of it and the company and our relation to it look like if maybe we just didn't have a Worlds this year, right? Maybe what if that was
If
just
it's canceled
something
it?
that no, if it was just never a thing.
Oh, okay.
Never a thing. You know, what if there were no.
I'd
What if
burn
there was
I'd burn everything down. I'd come to all 3 of your houses and then my house and burn it all down.
Also, if they didn't have any of this like big money talk, I think the game is smaller still.
True. I think the game is smaller and the growth wouldn't have, or the expansion wouldn't have been as instantaneous, and we wouldn't have possibly a lot of the really competitive minded new people that are in the game. But also maybe because now there's not all of these things that we haven't delivered on that have hurt the vision of that. Maybe we look at Jasco in a much better light, and it's easier to say, hey, come play this card game because our company's really sick, right?
I think that it would be really cool if for like 6 months, instead of telling me what you were going to do, you just fucking did it. You just did it, right? Instead of saying like, yeah, that's exactly what you're like, yeah. Like I agree with you 100%, right? I would rather just see, oh, well, we're going to have this set is like, we're going to have 4 sets in a year. We're going to have this, we're going to have that. Just do it. Just don't tell me, like, just stop telling me you're going to do things and then falling short, exactly as Levi put it. Just actually do it.
It's actually classic Jasco games though.
Yeah,
it is.
It's actually classic Jasco games.
Put her there. Handshakes
It's
across
actually
the
just
aisle.
classic Jasco games.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I feel like we've been at downers enough. We've been running it through the mud, and we're depressing everybody. You know what would make people less depressed?
What is that, Phil?
Memes.
Memes.
I also think visiting unfunstuff.com.
Yeah, I was
Might
say
make
while
everyone-
we're queuing up the memes, check out unfunstuff.com and go and get your set 3 pre-orders. Go and check out the rest of the super cool inventory. Their store is opening up soon. Bromley's, I believe, already letting gamers game in there, getting a lot of the community involved. And yeah, join Unfun Fridays, largest online events held weekly, because fucking Wednesday Webcam Weekly sure isn't.
What should I play for Webcam Weekly tomorrow? Speaking of,
Who cares?
I'll figure it
There's gonna
out.
be 7 other people in the event.
I'll figure it out. Anywho, memes.
Richard Flexen presents Weekly Meme Fight Island.
Meme Fight Island.
All right. Yeah, we'll just run it down. Welcome to week 20, boys. Holy cow, 20 weeks. Insane.
20 weeks.
That's a
Insane.
lot of memes.
Did they all say 20 this time?
They all say 20 this time. We learned. Every show you got to do one thing that's better, and that is actually make the correct format on the memes. All right. So this was the first one. This one dropped instantly. As soon as the podcast got over. This was from Connor, so he said, this is the first one, and we're going to make them better. So we will be revisiting Connor's as he really flushes out Richard Flexum.
He said, I have to get a base idea down. I need to lay the floor for myself.
Right.
I need to
100%.
lay the foundation of Richard.
Villain name Habit Headgear. Real name Richard Flexum.
Flexum. I think we need an apostrophe before the E on Flexum.
Ooh, I like that.
I like it. I like it when it's just kind of like the eels in Little Mermaid, and it's just Flexum, one word, no apostrophe, nothing.
Yeah.
Flotsam and
Flotsam,
Jetsam,
Jetsam, and Flexum.
Yeah, Flotsam, Jetsam, and Flexum.
Flexum.
He's one of
Okay,
the
You
eels
want to
in
call me
Little
Flexum
Mermaid.
and Lorcana?
Hear me out. No dash, but we'll keep the apostrophe between the X and the E.
The lore is undecided. Moving on.
Yeah,
That Dobby guy. Corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. Swamp Battle Guard and Lava Battle Guard. And then the...
those
these
are the
two.
swampest and lava battle guardiest of cards, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
True.
The
Sato is
because-
Swamp Battle Guard for sure.
Because they're fucking both shit cards, and they're also both shit cards.
You don't like these cards?
They're so bad.
I think the Kirishima one being able to on-hit unflip something is kind of fucked. But, c'est la vie.
I can't get behind them.
But they're not mid, guys.
They aren't mid, which is important.
They aren't mid.
They aren't mid.
Kaz Simon, getting the ragdoll emote. Knowing the origin of the ragdoll emote.
I'm gonna need this one. I'm gonna need this one broken down to me. I don't get it.
I got yelled at last time. I can't do it.
I can't talk about it because it's actually beyond not being family friendly. It's probably beyond the Unfun Stuff brand.
Then I'll
Good,
talk about
I
it.
wanna
So
know about
the exact same picture is named a ragdoll in the unfun server. That exact same picture is just called Coom Slap in another server, and Devin happens to be in both. I got you.
Yeah, but like where it comes from. Like,
So the next one,
Yeah.
No Sleeve Scrub just posted all of these. Jasco needs a girlfriend. Just on all of these horny looking just pictures. This one is good.
How did they make this but not put
Yeah, they didn't put manly passion or whatever.
they didn't
Male
put
bonding.
they
Male
didn't put-
bonding.
Yeah, they didn't put experimenting.
Yeah, male bonding's not on there. The fucking.
Disgraceful. Disgraceful.
Damn, I didn't think Hardened Barrage looked that horny.
I think actually, so let's hold on, let's diagnose it. It might just be the names. Trap Flex, Easily Excited, Hardened Barrage, Exhausted Exclamation, Successful Results. That's like
Oh yeah, I think
running-
that's just the
running
names.
through.
Actually, yeah,
Got it.
wow, I
Backjack.
get it. Backjack.
Jack.
Isn't there a
Googling.
Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Backjack?
Absolute
Yes.
King Backjack?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
That's
Is-
a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need it. I need it. How much is Absolute King Backjack worth?
Not even a penny. You could look under
I'm
your
buying-
drink
I am
right now, and you'll
buying
find it as a coaster.
700 of them.
You can get the shiniest version for $3. Where's Phil?
Wait a minute. Send me the link. All right, that's later. That's for me later.
I can't handle this.
No Sleeve Scrub. Is semen good for your hair? Then it's All Might behind
Richard.
Richard. Okay, that's great.
My God.
Rascally. Twitch deciding what to ban. Damn Card Flex or Hot Tub Streams.
Not Tim Card Flex.
Yo, can I tell you guys one of the biggest mistakes that I made as a streamer? For all you guys out there, if you're looking to be a streamer, if you want to come up with a name, make sure that it's 6 letters. Did you know that Tamrin, my real full name, is 6 fucking letters? So all of my emotes could be Tamrin Flex as opposed to Tam Car Flex, and it loses the
Yeah.
D. Fucked. And I can't even change it. Actually,
Yeah,
not being able to change
I
it
got
sucks.
Chaos Nader.
yep.
Mine is Gobio.
Gobio. 6
Gobio.
letters. You
Gobio.
need 6 letters. 6 of them.
Mine is just a lit.
Beyond.
Oh,
Beyond.
Yeah, I don't
Perfect.
understand why they don't let you name like.
I think
like
you
the
can if you're a
prefix
partner.
emotes.
just
get
to be
partner.
better. just
Get partner.
Just stream a game with a bigger community, man.
Hey,
get partner.
hey, Lorcana gamers out there, hello.
I can't wait for Lorcana, unironically.
Moving on. Oh, this was Bromley's
These are
response
neato.
to the hot tub streamers. Of course, just instantly, just snap. It felt the disturbance in the force.
Snapped it up.
This is Ace Maneuvers. He said that he missed this one last week.
Oh my God, that's actually so funny.
I think this could have won last week, but it's too off topic now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is off topic now. God,
Yeah,
is it
that's
funny,
fucked
though.
up because that's a really good one.
This is a good one. See, I got yelled at.
It's my fucking little mustache.
I like that I'm Ojiro. I like that I have a tail.
Oh,
I can't even tell who I am.
You are
sits
Mina.
behind Ojiro.
Oh, I'm Mina. Oh, okay.
I'm
that's fine.
99% certain that's Mina, yeah.
Oh,
Who
yeah,
sits behind
those are some-
Ojiro?
Those are some pink hands.
I
think-
feel like that's
I think-
Tokoyami.
I think that's Tenya.
Oh.
Oh, I'm a fucking narc.
No, Tanya's at the board for sure.
The Unfunicorn is Shoji.
Yeah, definitely.
And Ida's definitely at the
Dinky, baby. Dinky sits behind.
Hell
you.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Moving on.
Hell yeah.
This one was for me. Hills is actually in chat right now, who is a diehard Ibarra fan. And constantly when we were doing all the previews and we were doing them live, is like, fucking, where's my Ibarra cards coming? Fucking son of a bitch. Fucking Jasco hates me, blah, blah, blah. And then the last card they previewed was the Ibarra card. You are safe now, my sweet child.
Man,
owe you my
Rascally,
love.
I'm gonna give Rascally credit because that's a good meme. He made Levi into Mita, and I think that's the most perfect thing of all time.
I mean, he's one of my locals. He knows.
He knew. That's
He
good. That's
knows.
good
He
shit.
knows. Yeah, he knows. He made the bimbo a bimbo. He knows.
Love that.
Oh
So penis.
The look up and down is so sick.
It's a penis.
no! Yeah, he looks at the head. He looks at the flex.
So good.
Oh my
That
god!
guy went hard this week for sure.
Lord Grimm said, "I'm taking my rightful throne back this week."
Yeah.
He knows.
Very
He knows it.
determined. Very
I'm
determined.
waiting. Okay, guys, I'm waiting for the triumphant return of Counters. That's all I'm knowing. He's got
Yeah.
to be coming back.
He told us he was getting stronger.
Oh!
When you see this guy,
Richard
these idiots thought
Flex.
Richard Flexen was suitable.
I like
Hey.
Levi's face.
Dude, yeah, I'm pogging out, man. I'm hard pogging out, dude. Listen,
Sorry.
all I'm saying is I'm the only one who brought out and still uses his real name. I'm the only one.
Have it
Richard?
here.
Richard
Yeah,
Flexum?
Richard.
Read the fucking meme, Levi.
I
If you-
can read the.
My
Flexum card.
This one's a little
This
hard
is
to
so
read.
pink.
My God.
I cannot read this.
If you are
It's
king of
actually
Dickfight
illegible.
Island, once per turn, you may choose a card from your discard pile and add it to hand. And then if your
Bro.
printed hand size is less than your rivals, it gets +2 damage.
If you are king of Dick Fight Island,
It's good shit.
Different. Marvin,
They
you were so close.
refused-
As,
they refused to use black as the color black. They just refused. It's illegible.
Why does he have a +2 high block?
Does
it's
the,
because
does the card have a... The card's a low.
If
It's a Kuwabara
you miss
misprint.
it, if you didn't drop the ball, that should have been a 9 check. 6 difficulty 9 check.
Just turn it upside down. That's fucking funny. Moving on.
Oh my God.
This was cute. A little off topic. A little palate cleanser.
a little less dick.
A little, just a
Yeah,
little less
look.
dick.
Just a tiny, whiny amount. I like that he randomly gives +2 damage. Right? You can't just repeat the phrase. You need to explain.
Raw dog the damage is a perfect way to describe our card game. Sometimes you just gotta raw dog it, dude.
Yeah, you just gotta,
For
you
sure.
just gotta throw
Have
it
to.
in.
Yeah, just slam it down.
You gotta throw it in.
Yeah.
It works both ways. Sometimes you have to slam down the raw dog, and sometimes you just have to take the raw dog.
Right.
So
Yeah. I'm not gonna give you this last card in my hand. I'd rather take a raw dog.
yeah.
Not me. I've never
You
raw dogged
become the
anyone in my
ruling
life.
tribe if you win Dick Fight. I know that. I'm aware that you become the ruling tribe of Dick Fight Island if you win the Dick Fight.
Don't fucking speak of the lord of him. He was there when it was written.
Yeah.
The
That's all the
scrolls.
guy. The guy that fucking fondles the prostate is the winner. He's the king of Dick Fight Island. It's a secret technique.
There is no Easter
That's
Bunny.
pretty funny.
There is no Tooth Fairy. There is no low block smash.
That's pretty funny.
Poor Andrew.
It's okay.
Fuck these. Dad,
It's
get
the
off
chair
TV.
memes.
Yeah, of course. I'll even watch it with you. My stream.
What? Oh, it's Jerry Street. I was like,
My
what is
Airstream.
this? I was like, what the hell is this?
Oh, that's so
Fucking-
fucking
Pretty good.
funny.
And then Retainer Odin, the chair, and then the chat, and then them driving away separately.
Good.
Man card gone.
Chairman Sitwell.
My God.
Chairman Sidwell.
I
Yeah, I'm
love
in that
this one.
picture.
This one's so funny.
Chairman Sidwell
What's,
is super good.
Yeah, what's Chairman's coupon code?
It's fucking. Is there a My Hero card that references sitting? Fucking who knows?
Tim, he's right there. Ask him.
Shut the fuck up. And here we've now transitioned to RLE.
Oh no!
Moving to RLE date. Why not say that earlier? I think community interaction scares him. No, it doesn't.
Ooga booga community back.
Stop it, Patrick! You're scaring him.
Stop it, Patrick! You're scaring him.
Oh my god. That's a good one.
Give the players the proper amount of time to plan for events or draw 25. Fucked.
Was that
Fuck
you?
Andrew.
That was me. We do be drawing 25 in this house.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it, but I can't argue with it.
Pre-release is set for set 3 is on October 15th. Oh, that's good. The RLE will also be on the 15th. Oh, that's bad. But we can reschedule. Oh, that's good. Rescheduling will not be announced until 2 weeks before the date and after signups go live. That's bad.
Oh no.
Yeah. I was still put it on the table, but it's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Love you, Mom.
Make Richard flex him a character card or draw 25. No, Jesco, please.
I need it.
I need a Richard flex him.
I feel like we could genuinely look. He has a name. We can meme him into a character card eventually.
Yeah. I
Just
think
win
that
worlds and
he-
say all you
I-
want is
Well, I think that personally he would make a perfect, like provisional character.
Yeah.
Look, if we got backdraft, we can get Habitat.
Yeah.
Who?
I'm pretty sure they've shown up for the same amount of time in the anime.
Correct. And we're both as useful, for sure. Sign up for the webcam RLE, except I'll miss for pre-release. Jaska reschedules the RLE, so I can't play on 2 weeks' notice. Jaska schedules the RLE.
Oh no.
Fuck.
I hate this. It's like, I mean, they're good memes. I just hate that it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are good memes, and they're good memes and they're funny. It feels so sour laughing at them because
That's true.
The thing
it's
we
the copium of memes.
the thing we didn't even talk about is provisionals are coming to stores.
We didn't even talk about
this.
that.
Speaking of like
Yeah.
a cool thing that Jasco did, right? It's hard to talk about the good shit when there's so
That's
much.
because I
bad.
could rant about those too.
I mean, it's like you
Oh, you
said,
don't
right,
like them?
Tim? Every 10 attaboys is worth one mess up.
Yeah.
No. I don't dislike them. I think it's great. They're limited to 50. You had 1 week to apply. You have 1 month to plan for them. And you don't even know you get them in that month. You might only have 3 weeks to plan for them.
Oh,
Crazy.
As a store, that's fucking awful.
yeah.
Awesome that I get to run one potentially. Miserable how it was
Yeah.
done. Sorry.
Agreed.
Yeah, that sucks. I
Execution poor.
did not know all of those details as not a store
It's
guy.
fine. Connors is really loving these fucking Uno memes, guys.
Last one. Make Froppy balanced. We brought all the way back to Froppy. I don't know how we did
Damn.
it, but we did.
God.
That's a throwback meme. Connors was just on the meme generator, already had the Jasco Games logo figured out.
I think he was like, let's fucking go. Let's run it.
Yep.
That was it. We had 27 big ones this week.
Wow.
We'll scroll back.
Ooh.
Any thoughts?
I
It's,
think I need a once over again because I had a couple I really liked.
I think it's that's a penis for me.
That's a Penis is very good. I actually really like the very first slide where it's just Connors laying out that he's going to make memes. This is so silly just because of what it leads into. It's not the best one, but I like where it progresses.
Yeah.
Connor is either behind or ahead, and I don't know which it is. There's definitely a Richard Flexum joke with him being ahead somewhere in there.
That was good.
I'm just too pure to make it.
That one's good too. Sam had a good one for sure.
That is a good one, yeah.
It's got to be the It's a Penis one, right?
What I'm saying. I don't know. That one made me cackle the most.
Yeah, I think we had the biggest reaction to that one and then this one. And either way,
I think if it would have been in last week, I'd be all for these are the lines you have to take.
Yeah.
Because Sam was just so adamant.
Yeah.
So I think you just like looking at chat. If you want to submit memes, make them GIFs. Obviously,
GIFs are powerful.
Didn't we have to
powerful.
ban? Didn't you guys have to ban GIFs, Phil? Like before
We
the
had to ban
boys
GIFs
version?
for like we had to ban GIFs for like a week. Well, it's not like we didn't like permanently do it. It's just wasn't it Lord Grimm who was just actually too good?
Yeah.
He's just too good at the memes. That he's too good at GIFs.
And he's from the UK, so like if he wins, we have to ship him across. Actually, we can't let him win. Let's pick somebody who's more, USA. Let's
Absolute king Jack. Holy shit! This is the shiniest card.
You found it. Oh yeah. All right, so
I
it looks like
just
that Dabby guy won.
messages.
Congratulations, buddy. Good job, Grim.
Yeah,
Don't even know if you're in chat.
excellent job, man. I don't know if you're here or since
This
it's
queen just died.
it's like 6 in the morning.
That's fucked up.
I mean, not just right. It's been a bit.
Your queen died, but you won the meme review.
True.
I actually I don't want to give it to him.
that's a
I think
good
this
one.
one's the funniest of the RLE memes as well. The draw 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but it is true.
Anywho, thank you guys. Week 20. That was fun.
That was good
Who
stuff.
won? Did we decide?
What? You did.
Did I black out?
Congrats.
Did you black out? Yeah,
You
are
won.
good.
I won?
Nice.
No.
You did it.
Oh.
Me and your mom are proud, for sure. We're going to put this
Oh,
win
that's a
right
nice
up on the
lady.
fridge.
But yeah. Anything else you guys need to discuss as before we end this evening's segment?
Yeah, I got something I want to say.
Yeah, fuck you. Just kidding.
Good night, everybody. No, we were real fucking negative on this podcast tonight. But it all comes from a place of love and wanting the game to get better. That is, I think one of the coolest things about this podcast and one of the things that is really special about this broadcast, as not just Brewing with the Boys, but also Brewing with Birch and Bromley, is that this podcast has always been a platform that allows you to truly speak your mind and actually say what it is that you feel. And so anybody out there who's giving criticism to Jasco, please make sure that you do it constructively. Please make sure that you articulate your thoughts the best that you can. Let's not dogpile, because the reason to give feedback like this is to make things better, not to make you feel better, right? Let's make situations better due to feedback, as opposed to I feel better because I yelled in all caps locks on my keyboard. That the people of the company are people, and so realize that they are doing the best of what they had, and whether they made a good decision, a bad decision, indifferent. Please keep feelings in mind, right?
Looking at you guys from Seven Thunders.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we keep our. I wouldn't say like I think our criticism is constructive, and like obviously we all want the game to be better. We're all trying to be content creators because we love this game so much. We all want to make a living playing this game. We want this game to be the coolest game in the world.
Yeah.
Like no doubt whatsoever, right? Obviously the game doing poorly and us, disheartening Jasco Games and everyone involved in it doesn't do anything for us whatsoever, and it's definitely not what we want to do. Like I don't even if a certain decision like really like affects me personally, I still don't think it was ever done like out of any personal animosity towards me. I don't bring my emotions into these types of discussions. I think we do a pretty good job here of keeping things very like not necessarily analytical, but at the very least very rational and level-headed, and just simply speaking of, well, yeah, I mean, we can complain to heck and back, but at the end of the day, let's just figure out how to do better. Because I think that's all we really want. Like again, like as much as it sucks, like what happened. My main conversational topic was there a better way we could have orchestrated this reschedule? Was there a better way we could have handled the growth of the game? Was there a better way we could have handled etc., etc., etc. That's kind of all I'm interested in finding out because I think that's also what Jasco is interested in finding out, right?
Absolutely.
Because like they're not the community, right? They just don't know exactly what everyone wants, and they're trying to make a decision that works for everyone when that's not ever really a possibility in the first place, because that's just not how people work. And I think that they are very much trying to do better. I really, really want to help them along that path.
Yeah. Yeah. Could not have said it better myself. And I think that that is a absolute perfect statement to end on, honestly. Like,
Yeah, man. Like
I'm
as
into
much
it.
as it sucks, and like I can never cover up the fact that I'm disheartened by a lot of these things going on. But like, let's just figure out how to be better past it. And if you don't want to do that, that's fine. Like go to your like if these things are too much for you, like screaming to heck and back and just being like if all you want to do is be raw angry about these things, then there's just not really there's not really a reason for your energy to be here. Like
True.
let's just figure out how to be better. That's just my prevailing thought. I'm a really progressively minded person, and that's what I'd like to figure out.
Absolutely. You heard it, community. Be better, be kind. Most importantly, go shopping on
Rewind.
fun stuff.
Oh.
Till next time, chat. It's been an absolute pleasure. We will catch you again next week on Brewing with the Boys. We're going to find some people to raid with our 42 people. Tamron cannot do that, actually. I lied.
Yeah.
We are not raiding shit. We are literally not allowed. Because
Here's what
Tamron
we
will
can
not
do.
get the permissions to do it.
Here's what we can do. Do we have a Twitch channel we want to raid? SRG is live. SRG is live.
SRG's live.
All right. So
Super
I'm gonna
show.
take, and I'm gonna put their link in the chat, and we'll do a real caveman raid.
Yeah, it's a caveman raid. Caveman raid.
Oh,
caveman
heck yeah.
raid. Go
There you
see.
go.
Get in there.
Raid.
Spam your Tam car flexes. It is a PG stream. Don't be rude. But yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Have fun over there if you do join it. Super Show's a fucking awesome game. Ask Mitchell Chimino. There's just something about it.
Bye, guys.